have a wonderful guest, Mary Jane. Hi, Mary Jane.
Hi, Judy.
I'm so glad you could come. You are so much fun to be with. And you are the patron of the arts in many fields. And I went to see some of the things at your restaurant.
Mm-hmm.
So tell us a little bit about where the restaurant is and what's happening there.
Well, the restaurant is in East Hampton, and I host various art shows there. We also feature a piano bar. We do a sing-along on Friday and Saturday nights, which is great fun. I've danced with you many times there.
Yes.
You and your ruby slippers.
Yes. Yes, I think everybody should see you dancing because you are so lively, you are so much fun, full of life, and you make everybody happy there.
That's what it's all about, isn't it? Art and music and entertainment. It's an opportunity to lose yourself for a little while. It's bigger than life.
And you have wonderful musicians.
Yeah, I've had some great musicians in the restaurant over the years. We've had various artists. We've had concert pianists that have been featured at Carnegie Hall. And last summer we had Rick McDonald, who is he's his own pianist, isn't he? And he's just so much fun. We do this sing-along with all different types of music, from show tunes to ballads, Irish ballads. It's very appropriate for right now.
Yes.
We have a really good time. We encourage people to just get involved and sing along. It's the way we used to entertain ourselves years ago before television.
Oh,
People would
yes.
gather and sing around the piano.
I remember that well.
Well, I've read about it.
Well, of course, in those days, I used to sing. I had a wonderful voice, but today, I mostly listen.
You mostly listen, but you dance.
Yes, I dance, and last time when I danced at your party in my ruby slippers,
I love your ruby slippers.
I had to take it to the shoemaker. There were no heels left.
Well, we danced all night, didn't
Yes.
we?
Yes.
That's such a good time.
When you invited me, you said, you have to wear your ruby slippers.
No question. That was a must. That was to gain entrance.
And I was going to ask you, where do you get your musicians to come?
A lot of them find me. There are people that are looking for an opportunity to showcase their talent. Rick McDonald I happened to find when I was in this city. Friends took me to this piano bar where he was playing. And I could just picture him in the restaurant and how perfect it would be. And when the restaurant was ready, when it was time, somehow we managed to connect, and we started him Memorial Day weekend. And it was just wonderful. People had such a good time. It was, we became known as the place to go and just to have, just really enjoy yourself. He goes from one tune to the next tune,
yes.
seamlessly.
Yes.
And
I hate people like that. When they could play without music and
that's
just
a
keep
natural
playing.
talent.
It is.
It's just a God-given talent. It just flows.
Mhm.
It's not studied. It's not learned. It just flows. There are people like that. It's part of who they are.
It's a gift. Yes.
It's a gift.
A special talent. Yes, it is.
Mm-hmm.
And you also have paintings put up.
Yeah.
And how often do you do that?
Well, I like to rotate the art every couple of months. And I belong to a group of artists of which meet on Wednesday nights. We gather and we have dinner and we dance after. And so I've somehow worked my way into the artist group out here. And so I've made a connection where various different people approach me and they would like to display their art. And I wouldn't say that it's a gallery, but it is an opportunity for people to show their work and sell it. We have little we'll serve wine and cheese and things like that, do a little opening for them, have them invite all their friends and people that do buy their art. The art world out here is quite big.
Oh, yes, there's a lot of them, yes.
And they're great company.
They are.
And I've learned through associating with them that so many are multi-talented. Haim, for instance, who does the morning show, you know Haim, don't you,
Yes,
Judy?
I do. I was on his show a couple of times.
I have been also. And, he's incredibly diverse. He has his morning talk show that he does 5 mornings a week. God bless him. I don't know how he does that. Get on camera at 7 a.m. It was a bit of a task.
But he doesn't need all the makeup that I do.
I know, well, we are girls. But, and he plays drums, so he belongs to a musical group, and then he does art, which he showcases. So
And
so
he
many
also
of these
a writer. He wrote
yes,
a
he is
little
a
book.
writer, isn't he? He writes poetry
Poetry, yes.
and little sayings.
Yes.
So, he's multi-talented. And William Falkenberg, I've featured at the restaurant. Also, he plays, the music just flows from him. And it's wonderful. And then he displays his art as well on the walls. And we host an opening party, and he plays music, and we showcase the art. And it's wonderful.
And you do this as a courtesy, right?
Yeah.
You don't you don't take a commission.
No, I haven't so far. I haven't really thought about it as an opportunity to make an income. I just have so much fun with the people, and of course it creates
More
excitement
business.
in the restaurant. People like to come and see the art, and it adds more character and charm. William is so incredibly talented and such a great personality that people just enjoy being around him. So he'll just come in, as he says, tickle the ivories.
Yes.
And
Not
that's
many people remember that phrase, I have to tell you that.
yeah. Well, I remember hearing it.
And
My grandmother was a wonderful musician who played for years.
she tickled the ivories.
She did, right?
Yes.
Right on her 100th birthday.
But nowadays it isn't ivory anymore.
Mine is. I have a 6-foot Steinway at home, and it's got the original.
I
ivory
remember
keys.
I was at your house once and I've seen it.
Yeah.
It is beautiful.
That's.
I think every home should have a piano.
I agree. It's
Yes.
my pride and joy, and I had it restored a few years ago, completely restored and rebuilt. It's from the late 1800s, and it's very
That's
special to me.
great.
And I've been studying with Coleman Blumfield, who is someone that we should get here on the show, Judy.
Yeah, who is he?
Oh, he's a major talent. He was the concert pianist for Lincoln Center for many years, and he just did a show there a few weeks ago.
At Lincoln Center.
At Lincoln Center.
Have you been there?
Not at Lincoln Center, I'm sorry.
Huh?
He has played at Lincoln Center, at
Yeah,
the
but have
Kennedy
you
Center
been?
in Chicago.
Oh.
Yes, I've been there.
Uh-huh.
And he was one of Horowitz's students. So he's very fine. Very fine school musician.
He could, he could come here almost any time.
I'll
be
speak
very
with him
happy.
Sunday. He's my piano teacher.
He is.
Can you imagine? He's just amazing.
Well, I have to come and hear you play.
Not yet.
I was going to ask you.
I just started. I don't know how I ended up with this instructor, but he was a customer at the restaurant.
I was going to ask you about the customers. Do you have any entertainers that we know of in your restaurant as guests?
And we've had many over the years.
Yes?
Many.
Right. Can you name a few? One or two?
Well, I can. I like to keep their privacy.
Oh, you think it would hurt their privacy?
Well, I don't know. I suppose that Mary Jane's is always sort of in the place that's tucked away. It's its own little private space, I suppose. Not private, but it's been a place where they get away from it all. But Kim Bassinger was a regular all the time until she moved to California. Her and Alec dated there.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, Frank and Kathy Lee Gifford dated at the restaurant. We're going back 25 years. That restaurant's been there.
No, it can't be that.
Yeah, yeah.
That long ago.
Yeah. We used to have Caroline Kennedy in. She used to come every Sunday night. We've had Steven Spielberg in, Billy Joel.
I remember Billy Joel. I
Michael
was in your
J. Fox. Were you there the night that he came in?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. He played the piano.
He did?
Yes.
Oh.
He went and sat down and played. I'm looking at him and said, I can't believe this is happening. It was wonderful.
Well, I was there another time when he wasn't playing. He was just a guest.
I guess. Yeah.
You don't remember that?
I remember.
You do.
I do.
Yes.
I certainly do remember that.
And have you seen any shows on Broadway lately?
Yeah. I was there a few weeks ago. Oh, my goodness.
You forgot what you had seen. That's okay.
Okay, I'm going to give you a hint. The music is by ABBA.
By whom?
ABBA.
ABBA.
Okay, who is this?
The Fiddler on the Roof.
No, I didn't see that. Actually, my customers that come in, one of them wrote it and the other produced it.
What, ABBA or Fiddler?
Fiddler.
I forgot.
Oh, now it's just floated out of my head. Mamma Mia.
Oh, Mamma Mia.
Oh, it was wonderful. It was just wonderful. I truly loved it. Yeah, that's my customers. One of them wrote the current version, did the show, and the other produced it. Yeah, it's interesting. They've been telling me I have to get in to see it, and I haven't gotten in yet.
Have you seen anything out here in the theater? Do you go to Guildhall or Bay Street?
Bay Street I do. Not often. I'm always in the restaurant.
Uh-huh.
It doesn't really free me up to get out much.
Well, you
things.
just have to make time, Mary Jane.
I
You're
know.
working too hard.
I make my entertainment at the restaurant.
That's true.
You know,
That's
it's
true.
show business. The
Yes.
restaurant business really is show business. It's
Mm-hmm.
you know, we're on. It's showtime. I say that every night when we begin. We say, okay, it's showtime. You know, when we're
Yes.
open, that's it. We're on, because every single person working there is on. People are observing and watching what it is that they're doing and what comes out of our mouths. We have to know that we're on stage.
Did you ever think about hiring singing waiters?
I have. And I know there was a restaurant here years ago, the House on Otter Pond, that used to do that.
Mm-hmm.
And it was incredibly for them to do both well.
I know, but there was a restaurant someplace in New York or somewhere where they had
Yeah.
singing waiters.
I've
Or
heard
maybe
that.
I just remember it from the movies. I don't know.
No, there is a restaurant that does it. I've heard about it too, because I had someone approach me and say that I should do it.
Mm-hmm.
And I just can't imagine trying to do both. Or do
No.
both. I know
Yes.
what it is to have a piano player, because musicians are a whole nother breed. It's a whole nother thing that's happening in the restaurant. And so I would be running a show as well as a food business, and I would be getting the show started. I would be getting people around the piano and get them singing along and having fun and trying to read what it is that the audience, or we could call them customers per se, would want. And I would have to understand, you know, just sort of take the temperature of the room and understand what they would be looking for that night. There are people that would be looking for, let's say, music, period music that took place during maybe the 50s and 60s, people that wanted music that took place during the 40s, people that are looking for show tunes, people that are looking for current, and just try and get a sense of what it is that people are looking for.
But
and
if you're
send it
going
out
to
there.
concentrate on that, then probably people who want shrimp cocktail will end up with potato soup.
Yes,
So
we really can't serve them something to sing, can we, Judy? We have to really.
Yes.
Yeah, we had our moments. I would
Yes.
be getting the piano part going and say, Mary Jane, we need you in the kitchen. Mary Jane,
Yes.
we need you. The chef wants you. The chef wants you. He would be throwing an order at me and saying, what does this say? What does this say? What do they want?
And then, of course, you always dance into the kitchen.
Yes.
Dance.
And dancing out, and there's a
Well,
whole
yeah.
other rhythm going on back there.
And you always wear such beautiful gowns in the restaurant.
Yeah, I enjoy that.
Yes, I always just keep looking at you. Said, look at her. She's like a movie. You're like a movie star in there.
You know,
Really?
it's funny. I guess I created that to do
That
business.
aura.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. I interpreted what it is that I thought I would like to project the business to be, and then became it. And it's been great fun to have a hostess who's floating around the dining room like a movie star and carrying that sort of aura. And customers would be delighted that they could actually have me approach their table.
You know, this gives me a wonderful idea, a premise for a show.
Okay.
Mary Jane's Restaurant.
Oh, here we
It-
go.
Could make it's a wonderful plot for a play.
Perhaps we should sit down and write it.
Yes, I think that would be great.
Yeah.
And then not only that, maybe you'll become an angel
Oh, perhaps.
with wings.
Yeah.
Hey, that's great. I get wonderful ideas.
Mhm.
Always somebody says something and a light bulb goes out.
Well, I'm working on a book right now.
You've been keeping secrets.
Mhm.
Tell us. Tell us. Tell us.
Tell all of them.
Tell us. Tell us.
No one's watching, right?
Yeah. It's classified information.
Yeah, it's at the table with Mary Jane. And it's a collection of restaurant stories. And
Do you have a publisher?
I'm working on it.
Wow.
Uh-huh.
See, every time I'm with you, I always learn more and more. There's always something more is coming out. Something more. You can't keep everything in. And I don't know why it is. I just never forget the first time when I saw you, you described to me how, when you came to my birthday party,
Yeah.
when you came, you told me how you got there. You weren't sure if you're going to come. But the way you said it was like, I have this invitation, and I'm just keep looking at it and looking at it. And then I just decided, well, I'm just going to go to that party. I'm just going to go like it was such a big decision that you made.
Leave it to me.
Just to go to a party and make such a big
Yes,
decision.
take an invitation and turn it into an adventure.
That's exactly what you did.
That's pretty much it.
And then you came and you put on your dancing shoes.
Oh, we danced all afternoon. It was great fun.
Yes.
I was in, and your friend did a little show.
My friend did a little.
Was
Oh,
it Tom?
Scott.
Scott.
Oh, yes.
Remember, he presented his show that he was working on.
A dance show.
A dance
Oh,
show.
yes. He does that all the time.
Oh, they're wonderful.
He was on my show also with one of his partners. It's a partner. She used to be a student, but became a partner.
Uh-huh.
And it's great. They were dancing here, and we talked about how they got into business.
Yeah.
It's really a lot of fun. But I have all these pictures here that I took of the shows through the years. I'm a collector.
Well, you are. I didn't know
And
that, Judy.
I have bunch of playbills of the shows that I had seen. The string is on here because I wanted to hang it up here, but it didn't appeal to anybody, so I didn't take the strings off yet. But these are all the shows I have seen, and until I took these pictures of each playbill, I didn't realize how many I had and how many I have seen. I went to the openings of all of these, most of these, yes. I used to be a VIP. Of course, I'm a VIP now.
Yes, you are. Certainly are.
And some of these shows are forgotten. Some of them they are revived them. And I'm going to show this, if you get a close-up at one of them, and if anyone could, this way, you know, it's shiny, it may reflect. Is this good? And if anyone could see a playbill that they had seen, just call us up. Call us up and let us know what you thought of that show, if this was your favorite show. One of these. Upside down.
No, it's correct.
Huh?
Right, it's
You
correct.
see that?
Absolutely.
I could tell that's Joel Gray, and this is Mame. Yeah.
You went to all these openings?
Yes.
My God, it must have been wonderful.
Yes, I did, because I was connected to a journalist. I was married to a journalist, and he was, of course, invited to everything, the best places and openings and all that. So he took me along.
How wonderful.
Yes, so I'm very spoiled. I don't like to pay for theater or restaurants, because we used to get it all on the cuff.
You were VIP guest.
Yes.
Yeah.
It was. So it would be fun to see you get involved in show business. You are perfect for it.
Okay.
So we're going to write that play.
Oh.
Yeah, Mary Jane's.
My God, it would be brilliant.
And can you think of a title? Let's have fun at Mary Jane's, or the fun, the entertainment at Mary Jane's. Well, anyway, we could ask people to think of a title. That would be great, and we'll just put out all the ideas in a hat, and then we'll just pick one up.
Yeah, another night at Mary Jane's.
Hey, see that? You are very creative too.
Because we would have such moments.
Yeah,
So much would be
who's
happening.
helping you with the book that you're writing?
I actually have a ghostwriter helping me.
Oh, you do have, you shouldn't have said that. You should have said, oh, I'm doing it all by myself.
Because that's the premise of the story. She's sitting at the table with me and collecting these stories and putting them in paper. That's why it's at the table.
I can't.
Mary
When
Jane.
do you suppose it's going to be finished?
By October.
Well, that's really great.
It'll really be something.
I know you wanted to keep it a secret,
That's
and
there were so many moments, so many tales that needed to be told, things that happened. I've been in business for 25 years, so we had over 25 years. So many things have happened.
I'm sure.
When you work with people on a regular basis, and we would turn an average, I would say, 1,000 dinners a week there for a while. It's a lot of people in the summer, of course, but we had people die in the restaurant. We had people
in the restaurant
give birth. Well, you have that many people over that many years. This is what people do.
Well, I was just going to
They
say that.
die. We had people become incredibly ill. We had ambulances. I was open the night of 9/11.
You were.
Yeah. Well, I was having so much difficulty sitting and watching it happen by myself. So I decided that I would open the restaurant for that one other person that was out there that couldn't bear to be alone while this was happening. And I told my staff that they could stay home, and my daughter and I served the guests. And I told my kitchen staff they could be off if they wanted, or they could stay. And there were a few that wanted to stay. They lived on premises, so they came down to work. And we were packed.
Well,
And
it's
we were-
always in the Hamptons you find the most interesting people.
Well, we
I
had,
find
you know, when you think about it, we really had, there were people that were trapped out here that couldn't get back into the city.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
So it was a powerful moment, and there's stories to be told about that.
So we're coming to a near
Mhm.
of this half an hour. Would you believe we've
That went
been
quick, didn't
talking
it?
for a half an hour? I was worried what we're going to talk about. But with you,
Not you and
it's
I.
always
No.
always a lot to talk about. And next time when you come on the show, you're going to tell us about your book.
Mhm.
And so you're going to be an author. We're going to put down not only restaurant, but you're an author and also playwright, because we're going to write that play.
Ah, wouldn't that be something? I can't imagine.
It could be a lot of fun.
Yes, it could.
Well, I get different signals from my staff here. Once they
Wrap it up.
wrap it up. First it says 1 minute, then it says 10 minutes, and then I don't know if it's 1 or
So
10.
where are we at?
Okay, so this is wrap it up. Shall we do a dance?
No. Let's just
I
say
don't have my
goodbye.
dancing shoes on.
Judy, thank you so much.
Oh, it's been a delight. You are always a delight. And as I said, you are adorable.
Well, it was lovely being here. I'll be back when I finish the book.
Yes, don't forget.
Okay.
I will.
Thank you.
Okay, so we are still on the air. That's, yeah, we are still on the air. I hope people know what they're doing. And I didn't hear